Hey, it's Rob. Was trying to plan my day today. It's Saturday, or no, it's Sunday, and I wanted to one thing take the dogs to the dog park. So that was the first thing that I did today, and we had a good time. Sissy got to play. She was enjoying herself quite well, and Piper got to play with some other dogs, and we were out there for a good period of time, and it was really nice. And then came home, and I decided that one of the things I wanted to do is I had set up these short ribs for cooking. I had seasoned them and let them sit in the refrigerator overnight just to, absorb some of the flavors and dry out a little so that I could put a nice little crust on them. And so I decided to do that. And what I've got here is a bunch of beef short ribs. Some of them are better than others, but I'm just putting this nice little crust on them. I find that this Maillard reaction makes it taste better in the long run. It does. I I think it is. It's you do you, but I like it. So used avocado oil. It's a nice high smoke point oil, and it's something that I kind of like to do. I was doing this inside, which is a little risky because the smoke detector in the kitchen, well, let's not call it a smoke detector. Let's call it a cooking detector because it tends to go off whenever I'm cooking something. Now, I did got a little bit sidetracked. There were a number of things that I wanted to do today. I had kind of overloaded the day because usually if I overload the day and something doesn't go right, I have something else I can go to. So I never get everything accomplished for the day that I wanted to. Oh, look at that crust. Doesn't that look nice? I mean, it's just, I love this pan. It's a stone coat pan. I've never tried one before. I'm always kind of a cast iron person, but I got this one on a whim, and it's been really, really good for frying and caramelizing things. It's a very, it's a very good pan. I'll see if I can figure it. I got it on Amazon, I think. If I can find a link, I'll add one. But one of the things that I wanted to do is I've got, the bathroom sink is clogged a little bit, so I wanted to go get some drain cleaner. So after we went to the dog park, I took the dogs to Home Depot. And when I was at Home Depot checking out and walking by the aisle, they have a clearance section there. And the clearance section has a number of tools that they use for rentals and things like that that are, kind of at the end of life, or they want to upgrade or something like that. So they're putting them on sale. And, they're heavy duty construction tools. And I always like going to look at them. But one of the things that they had was a pellet smoker. And I've wanted a smoker for a long time. It's been one of the things. It's like, yeah, sometime in the future, I'll pick one up and, start doing smoking and things like that. But this one was on clearance, and it was half price. So the smoker itself was marked down to $250. And I was looking at that going, oh, that's a really good price. It's a brand new pellet smoker. It's been a show model for how long? So it's been on the floor. And I thought, well, I'm going to check because I think I have a coupon from Home Depot sitting at home. And sure enough, I got home and it's a 10% off coupon. So I hooked up the trailer. I went back to Home Depot and picked it up, got some help loading it on the trailer, got it home. Did not have any help getting it off the trailer, but managed to bring it through the house and get it out back to the deck. So I haven't done anything with it. I just got it set out there. I haven't looked at it anything to hook it up or I don't even know how it works really. It's just I know that it does work, and it's a wood pellet smoker. So, that's the kind of thing that I can get by with. Yeah, the ribs I have, I had enough to go around. I got a few packages of them because the packages were fairly small. but they were, they were a decent price. And I've been trying to cook more for work. Um, my work food hasn't been all that good lately. It's been a lot of ramen noodles, and it's not really good for me. So I'm trying to eat healthier, and this is healthier, I think. Still full of flavor and everything. Now, I had cut up this onion previously and put it in a bag along with some hot peppers and some garlic. And of course, I wanted to add some mushrooms too, because mushrooms go really well with beef ribs. So there we go. I didn't have the pan set high enough. I had it set to a medium, kind of a medium low. I should have had it a little bit higher, because these things took forever to cook. But the smell was great. The dogs were very, very attentive throughout this whole process. It was a lot of fun kind of having them around. They were pretty mellow. They got some treats. They got little bits of things as I was cooking, and I had some bones for them, so they got to have bones. So it was a really good dog day. They're pretty mellow right now. And they're both sacked out. We'll have more treats coming up. I know we have at least one more round of treats before bedtime. It's part of the whole thing, is we have to do some play and some other things. I like spare ribs, or not spare, the short ribs. I like spare ribs too, but that's a little different. I just want to have something that's tasty and something that I can heat up pretty easy. So this is, celery. Yeah. Add the celery to the crock pot. Yeah, I'm doing the whole thing with, celery, carrots, and a few other things thrown in. It's not just beef ribs in the crock pot. I want to have something that's a little heartier than that. So it's more of almost a stew. So I guess we'll figure it out. It's something that I want to be able to package up and bring to work and put it in, some microwavable safe containers. So I can just heat it up and have some tasty food that's ready to go. A few Serranos. I had some Serranos left over, and I didn't want them to go bad, so I decided to go ahead and throw them in here. That might make it a little bit too spicy, but I'm not overly concerned about that. I do tend to like spicy food. Now, I don't know about you. There's a lot of different ways that you can cook some spare ribs. Got to add garlic. And there's a number of recipes. I mean, if you go on YouTube, you will find a ton of recipes for how to make spare ribs in a crock pot. It's a well-known thing, and I've looked at a few of them and kind of gotten some ideas. And that's pretty much where I came out on this one. It's a number of variations. It's kind of like, you add what you want. Now, I had never tried frying carrots before. I decided I wanted to try it, put a little tiny bit of caramelization on them. And, I did. I don't know that that's going to make much difference. I sincerely think I probably just could have thrown them in the crock pot and been done with it, but I decided to try. You can see the little bits of char. I didn't actually taste them at this point. They were still pretty decently hard. Like I said, it's not something that I'm experimenting at this point. And that's pretty much what's it. Wanted to add some of the Washer Sister sauce, and not exactly precise on the measurements. I have Isis is here with me. She's trying to get my attention to go play and get treats. But I wanted to add the Worcestershire sauce because that's something I like with beef. I also found this in the store, and I'm not really decided on how much I like it or not. It's a different kind of hot sauce. It is mild, or what they think of as mild, but it's definitely got a flavor to it. Beef broth, absolutely. I mean, this is a braising method, so you want to have the meat cooked in liquid. You could probably do this in a Dutch oven too. I have the crock pot and I want to use it because it's super easy. Half a cup of lime juice. This is from like I think 3 limes, and another half a cup of lemon juice. I like citrus. I think the acid goes well to cut with the fat of the meat, and some balsamic vinegar. Now I did add some basil and some thyme, or not thyme, cilantro in here too. I like this crock pot. It you can set the time for how long you want it to cook, up to 20 hours, which I'm going to do here because nice low and slow. And once it reaches that 20 hours, it goes to warm.
Ready? What a good girl. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, little.
So my day kind of got hijacked. I went to Home Depot to pick up some cleaning supplies and saw this. And turns out I also had a coupon for 10% off if I use my credit card. So I got a pellet grill smoker.